Hi guys, welcome to a FaceHammer hobby update video. So many as you probably know that I've been working for Siege Studios. This is one of the commissions this is actually my second commission that I worked on, and it's the Lumineth box set which was released earlier this year. So I'll start off with Alfarian and talk about what I did. So the customer wanted a kind of lava sort of fire and obsidian theme. So this is Alfarian. So what I've done with here is I've dropped him. Great. I've done the armor in this recipe which goes up through Incubi Darkness into Thunderhawk and then into Fenrisian, and this is purely to push it into the blue spectrum because I didn't want to have too much grey on the model, and I wanted the obsidian can be lots of different colours, and I kind of like it when it's got a bit of a blue tint to it. I also wanted to make sure it was shiny, so at the end I've actually put a satin varnish mixed with gloss on it, so it kind of has this shimmer to it, and that's actually very different to the trim which I've used scale colour to paint. So I've used this recipe here, which is Mars orange up through Soul yellow and then into Tenir yellow, and that's because they are very matte scale paints, and I wanted the contrast between the armour and the trim. Now, in terms of the other colours, obviously I wanted to use like a grey black for the main sort of robe area, and the gems I've pushed into purple, which is a mix between the blue and the red. I decided to go with red for the cloth and accents, and this nice sort of purpley crimson colour for the tassels of the cloth. Silver, no gold on this model at all because the example that I was given had no gold on it, and as you can see the swords, they're done to make them look like they are glowing. They're hot on the tips, so I'm quite pleased with that, and I did those up through black grey, and then I blended in Mephiston red up into orange and then into yellow using the same oranges on the trim, and I've used like Fugan orange to tint back down the armour where it moved away from the main colours. The bases are quite simplistic in terms of colour scheme, they're just grey, so that's for volcanic ash, and I've done some lava detailing on this base, so he's got a little bit more of a feature to him. So that's Alfarian for the force, and I've also done the spearmen. So here you can see the shield designs, which are really nice to paint, and you've got the back swords and the robes, and these guys are the spearmen were actually quite challenging. There's quite a lot on them, and I think the problem with these models is that they have an awful lot of detail, so when you want to paint these, they take quite a long time because you have to go through all the areas and paint all the trim and all the bits separately. So all the swords were done separately. I didn't do the head separately, but the shields were separate. They do look really striking when they're all together, and as you can see I've done the same on the tips for this nice sort of like orangey glow. The armour's done the same way, and the trim, the red cloth, and I've just done these as in the same, and I've got this nice orangey cloth which is the same recipe as the armour trim, but because it's a bigger area you can see more of the orange, so it looks a little bit more orange. I've used Mars orange to do the trim on the red cloth highlight as well. So these guys, I'm quite happy with how the gems and the difference between the satin, the gloss and the matte has worked. So that's the unit. I'll show you the unit champion so you can see the detail on that model there. So again, these are designed to look to that scheme. So it's quite an unusual scheme. I know that it's not a very traditional Lumineth scheme, but I actually really like how it's come out. And to me, they've been quite a successful project for me. It should take a long time. Now, the Cavalry in particular were very challenging to build. The assembly on these is horrific, I have to say, and I actually painted this as a single piece with just the shield separate. In hindsight, I might try and do a sub-assembly with the body, because getting into this area around the saddle, all these straps, is actually really challenging. Horses simply are just black grey, and because I pushed the armour into a blue tint, I was able to use this very simplistic Dawnstone Administratum grey, and the main is exactly the same. It's just it's gone up to a lighter colour. So all I've done is I think the Eshin Grey Dawnstone, and then this goes up to Administratum in a little bit of white. And these are, again, I actually quite like how these have come out. I really like the models are beautiful, but actually to paint these is a real challenge. But usually kind of turn it there, you can see the shimmer on the armour. So super happy with that. And you know, I've got the banner bearer here, and again it's just a continuation of the same scheme. The banner did this nice fiery like phoenix, and then the rest of it is in the same black, red trim, purple, silver to edge this, and I did the rune in fire to match the shields. But that's the cavalry, and I've got a whole unit of these, and I really like the shields. They're probably my favourite thing. So I painted the shields first, separate, to try and get my my eye in with the colour scheme, and I think maybe I over complicated it. But they are, as you can see, like really intricate models. So this is this commission was done for Siege. If you like these, let me know. If you've got any comments, that'd be great. But if you want to get in touch with Siege to get any AOS models done, or 40k for that matter, just go onto their website and fill out a contact form. If you let them know you came from the FACEHAMMER, and you can even request artists as well, and just say, "Oh, I've been watching this video from FACEHAMMER." There's a way to say you came from us, and that helps us as well. So if you like these, but yeah, these are the Lumineth I've done for a commission. Just about to package them up, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye to these. Actually really like these, but I don't think I'd do a whole army to this standard. It's going to take far too long. These were really challenging for me, especially as one of my first commissions, because I haven't painted properly. I use that term loosely, but I haven't painted to this sort of level for a long time, because a lot of my stuff's been gaming standard, and these are a little bit higher level. These are like sort of top end tabletop, and I haven't done that for an awful long time, so it's nice for me because I get to get my eye in. But it's also these were probably the most challenging models that I could have to cut my teeth. But I hope you like this video. If you're a fan of the Lumineth, let me know. And if you dig this colour scheme, let me know as well. If you've got any questions about the recipes or anything, let me know. That'd be great. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.